In a fervent and scathing review, Destiny vehemently expresses his distaste for the latest Oppenheimer movie, launching into a vehement tirade against multiple facets of the film while pinpointing what he perceives as recurrent issues often associated with director Christopher Nolan's creations.
Clarify what you didn't like about Oppenheimer. I did a short stream in a hotel. I'm not gonna go over it again. I think it's a bad movie. I think it's pretty obvious about me. Probably not 2 out of 10, maybe like a 4 out of 10. But a lot of it is like standard Nolan problems, like too much exposition, not enough acting, too many people talking constantly, like no moment to breathe on camera, not letting the actors express their emotions without like saying them over and over again. Way too many storylines, like tried to be crammed into like one thing, so much so that it's impossible for you to care about anything without bringing in a whole bunch of like extrinsic knowledge to actually give a anything. Like for instance, anybody that says in my chat or anything, anybody that says like, oh yeah, him losing his security clearance is really important. No, you don't know that. There's nothing in the movie that justifies that. You have to draw in like a whole bunch of extrinsic factors in order to even say like, oh well, I guess it might be bad for his reputation and maybe he can't work on other projects and advocates, blah blah. Like it's just fucking, it's so much. It's like an ADHD kid's like idea of like a 3-hour movie with good pacing. It was such a horrible movie. All the relationship stuff was just cringe. Kitty having like a breakout like 3-minute moment when she was an irrelevant character for the rest of the movie was cringe. That one girl's tits were cringe, even though she's hot as fuck. The one girl killing herself was cringe. The random cutaways to like the flashing lights. You guys are like, oh, Destiny needs Subway service for this, when you literally had Subway service every 5 minutes on screen. Like, just in case you forgot we were watching, here's the flashing lights segment. Like, just in case you have epilepsy, let me get you on this one. Like, oh, the rings of light. Oh my god, because of the atomic bomb that didn't even matter, by the way. Like, whoa, atomic bomb test. Cool, move on to the next thing. Like, oh my god, what a yeah, what a dog shit movie. God, what a horrible fucking movie. Oh my god, just so bad. Oh yeah, it being shot in IMAX 70mm. Who the fuck cares? What a wasted fucking movie in IMAX. What? Like, what was even? Who even gives a? Oh yeah, when the girls on him like, can you read this? No, in English, I am become death. Oh, it's the Reddit quote. Oh, it's the Reddit quote. Oh my god.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, and fellow lovers of the English language, I stand before you today to dissect and analyze the scathing critique of Destiny, a discerning moviegoer who has expressed his profound aversion towards the new Oppenheimer movie. Destiny's disapproval encompasses a multitude of facets, all of which he believes are emblematic of the recurrent issues often associated with the works of director Christopher Nolan. First and foremost, Destiny castigates the film for its excessive exposition, decrying the lack of impactful acting and the incessant torrent of dialogue that leaves little room for introspection or emotional expression from the talented cast. He contends that the abundance of storylines crammed into the movie renders it arduous for viewers to develop a genuine sense of attachment to any particular aspect, unless they resort to external knowledge. Moreover, Destiny dismisses the significance of certain plot points, such as the protagonist losing his security clearance, arguing that the movie fails to adequately justify their importance. He posits that viewers are compelled to rely on extrinsic factors or assumptions to bridge the gaps and derive meaning from the convoluted narrative. Destiny's critical gaze also falls upon the portrayal of relationships within the movie, which he deems cringeworthy. He lambasts the inclusion of inconsequential characters suddenly experiencing moments of breakout significance, and he highlights a scene involving explicit sexuality as particularly cringe-inducing. Furthermore, Destiny takes umbrage with the random cutaways to flashing lights, which he perceives as gratuitous and potentially problematic for viewers with epilepsy. He derides the inclusion of Subway servers, insinuating that the film excessively fixates on certain elements, thereby detracting from the overall cinematic experience. In addition, Destiny dismisses the significance of the movie being shot in IMAX 70mm, considering it a squandered opportunity and questioning its relevance. With a touch of sarcasm, he comments on the inclusion of the well-known Reddit quote, further cementing his disdain for the film, labeling it as nothing short of dog excrement and a horrible cinematic endeavor. One of the prominent themes in Nolan's works is the manipulation of time and the subjectivity of perception. Films like Inception, Interstellar, and Tenet push the boundaries of temporal storytelling, challenging viewers to navigate nonlinear narratives and grapple with the malleability of time itself. These movies delve into the consequences and paradoxes of altering the timeline, inviting audiences to question the nature of reality and the fragility of our perception. Identity and memory are also recurring themes in Nolan's films. In works like Memento and Inception, he explores the intricate relationship between memory, personal identity, and the construction of reality. Nolan presents characters grappling with fragmented memories, unreliable narrators, and the impact of past experiences on their sense of self. Through these explorations, he raises profound questions about the nature of identity and the tenuous grip we have on our own memories. Complex narratives and puzzle-like structures are another hallmark of Nolan's filmmaking. His movies often feature intricate storytelling techniques, such as multiple interwoven storylines and nonlinear narratives. Films like Memento, Inception, and The Prestige challenge viewers to piece together the puzzle, inviting them to actively engage with the story and unravel its mysteries. Nolan's penchant for narrative complexity adds an extra layer of intrigue and intellectual stimulation to his films. Moral ambiguity and ethical dilemmas are recurring motifs that permeate Nolan's works. In movies like The Dark Knight and The Prestige, he explores the gray areas between heroism and villainy, presenting characters faced with difficult choices and ethical quandaries. By blurring the lines between good and evil, Nolan invites audiences to reflect on the complexities of human morality and the consequences of individual choices. The perception of reality is another theme that runs through Nolan's filmography. He often challenges viewers' perceptions, blurring the boundaries between dreams and reality, illusion and truth. Films like Inception and The Prestige delve into the nature of reality itself, presenting characters who struggle to distinguish between what is real and what is fabricated. Nolan's exploration of reality's ambiguities prompts audiences to contemplate the subjective nature of truth and the power of perception. Nolan's films frequently feature characters driven by obsession and willing to make sacrifices for their goals. Whether it's the relentless pursuit of a dream in The Prestige or the sacrifices made for the survival of humanity in Interstellar, Nolan examines the depths to which individuals will go in their passionate pursuits and the personal costs they are willing to bear. Dualities and dichotomies are also prevalent in Nolan's storytelling. He often employs contrasting characters, themes, or visual motifs to create dramatic tension and thematic depth. The duality of Batman and Joker in The Dark Knight or the contrasting perspectives of Cobb and Mal in Inception exemplify this narrative technique. Through these dichotomies, Nolan explores contrasting aspects of human nature and the choices individuals make when faced with opposing forces. In this impassioned critique, Destiny eloquently articulates his dissatisfaction with various aspects of the Oppenheimer movie, offering a discerning analysis of the plot, character development, pacing, and stylistic choices made by the filmmakers. While his words may be harsh, they serve as a reminder that even the most revered directors are not immune to criticism. Let us embrace the diversity of opinions and engage in thoughtful discourse, for it is through such exchanges that we foster a deeper appreciation for the art of cinema. Thank you.